88. This is the Jungle series. We're going to call this part 2. I'm going to give you a typical night surviving in the hood. Pulling up on your block at night. It's dark out. There's people everywhere. You know what I mean? Now, we ain't going to say pulling up on your block. We're going to just say pulling up on a block. You don't know nobody out there. You pull up, but you're meeting somebody out there. So here it is, you pulling with the big Mercedes Benz, you know, the hammers on it, chrome, you know, 20 inches. That's big as we was going back then. But now we pull up with that joint, tinted windows, you know what I'm saying? I mean, beautiful pearl white seats with black piping and trimming. You remember that. You remember that joint. Now you pull up with that joint, and when you pull up, first thing you got to do is you got to check both your mirrors and then look behind you. You know what I mean? Definitely check the rear view mirror. And you sit there for a minute and you just observe movement. Observe movements. Who looks like they out of place or who look like they trying to find a place. Somebody might be trying to find a place to rob you. You know what I mean? So you keep your eyes on what's going on. You definitely got to have your pistol in your waistline or at least sitting on your seat while you looking around. You know what I mean? So now you see somebody walking up in the direction of your car. You know what I mean? So you reach for the pistol and you grip it tight. You know what I mean? So now you hold the pistol tight and you lower the window down just a little bit in case you got to bust off. You won't want to shatter that window. So you lower it down enough where you can see and you can get the pistol out. Now they walking right up towards you. You know what I mean? You got your finger on the trigger. You know, you don't know what this person want. They all dressed in black. They could be all dressed in whatever color. You know what I mean? Bright colors. But they walking straight towards your window. But you already know how New York crowded, so they might just be doing anything. So as he's walking, you hold the pistol and you look over the window and you let him see your eyes to let him know, please don't try me because I'm not trying to kill you right now. You see what I'm saying? So now after you get that in order, you know what I mean? He keeps walking. You know what I mean? So now you cock the hammer back, you know, if it's not an automatic. If it's an automatic, you cock one in the chamber because now you want to be ready. You know what I mean? Because he's coming right up towards your car. Even when you put your window down, he don't beeline off or nothing. You know what I mean? So you bring the joint up and you keep it right up under the tinted windows. Point it right at him. But where you could lift the joint up. You know what I mean? And blow his face off if he's that type. But now you got to make that decision. Because he's coming to you. You in a strange neighborhood. You don't know if it's somebody trying to rob you or not. You know what I mean? So you hold the joint real tight and you just keep looking at him. And as you look at him, he walks by and he nods his head. But that don't mean it's over. That means I'm going to watch him a little further to make sure he don't make a beeline back to me. Because at this time, you got to think like everybody in the jungle is after you. That's how you have to survive in the jungle. You know what I mean? So you wait until he disappeared. Now he disappeared and you get out. And you go to the corner joint. You know what I mean? You're about to go up in the building. So now you got your pistol on, you're about to go up in the building. Your heart was already racing from that situation. So now as you're walking up towards the building, you see all these strange faces. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't got to pull the joint out. You definitely ain't got to pull it out. But you definitely got to be conscious where it's at and be ready to get it any time. So you walk by just making eye contact at everybody. You give them a hat smile. Little head nod, you know what I mean? Little, you know, what up, family? You know what I mean? Little, you know, something with a smile. You know what I mean? And he'll nod back at you looking all mean. You know what I mean? Some will follow your lead. But now you get up in the building and you're waiting on the elevators. You know what I mean? And you're trapped now. You just had to walk from the Mercedes Benz all the way into the project building to go meet somebody. Yeah, you still going to projects to meet people. So don't say, oh, you got all that money, he ain't supposed to be going into projects. Nah, we don't do that. We don't duck nothing. We go anywhere. We the lion of the jungle. We know where the rat holes is at. And we ain't got a problem going in them because we know how to get out of them alive. You know what I mean? So let's get that straight. So you in the building and the elevators come to a stop down from up above and you get ready to get on. And there's about 4 rowdy niggas on a joint. You get on a joint and they don't get off. You know what I mean? So now when you go in now, you put your hand in your pocket or under your waistline, wherever your burner at. You know what I mean? And you hold on to that because you know you're not going to have time to reach up, grab it, cock it, pull it, cock chamber, bullet, chain, all that. You ain't got no room for none of that. You understand what I'm saying? We're taking you back to 88. We ain't talking about how it is right now. So they say. But remember, they still got killers out there. So don't go falling asleep out there thinking that this type of thing don't exist. So now you're in a joint and you're riding up on the elevator with these 4 niggas you don't know. Of course you're gripping your pistol. You know what I mean? You get to, where your floor at. You understand what I'm saying? Do you walk straight out or do you back out? Me, I'm going to back out. Because I want to always confront my accuser. I'm not going to turn my back to 4 dudes to walk off an elevator. And I see people do that regular. You know what I mean? When I get off an elevator, I walk backwards or I turn sideways. But I definitely want to see where I'm leaving to make sure I'm not leaving no cruddy nigga behind to do nothing cruddy. You know what I mean? So, that's how you walk up in the projects. You know what I mean? No disrespect to the projects, but you already know there's all types of, you know what I mean? Criminals lurking in a more excessive number in the projects. And they got great people in the projects. So definitely not saying nothing about that. But when you're going in a closed environment like that, you don't know who's going to be near you. So even me, myself, when I go in an apartment downtown, just because I'm downtown don't mean I'm going to turn my back on those Europeans coming out them elevators either. Don't mean I'm not going to grip my pistol coming out them elevators either. Just because their skin is different or their geographical location might look a little cleaner or a little, less congested. At all times, you grip your pistol and you keep your pistol on your mind. That's back in 88. We just taking you back in time, how it moved. So even if we go downtown and I'm walking down Midtown, I got my pistol with me because you never knew who you might run into from uptown while you downtown. You know what I mean? So don't get it twisted. Oh yeah, you downtown. I'm just telling you like it is. But that's just how to survive in the projects. I ain't gonna talk too long. I just gave you enough of that just to let you know a little something. You know what I mean? That's how we survived going in the projects back in the days when you were made man and you get money and, you showing it with your jewels and your cars and everything else. And yeah, we did that. And yeah, you could call it stupid or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, we did that. All right? So remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, man, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a goddamn friend. All right?
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. An Instagram page and a YouTube you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. G's in the 90s. Drop top Beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whiny. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a raw in Uptown. They be horn Uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, you we got a lot to give. Now he tryna stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in Uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them, cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the rudiments.